Out the gate, I gotta say, this movie does do a good job at these heroes have been heroes for a little while thing, but does do a sizzle reel via talk show to catch the audience up on. Also, the visual aesthetic of the world. I mean, I'm not saying anything I didn't say from my trailer video I did when the trailer dropped, but that mid-century futuristic aesthetic, I just find it appealing. It's like some alternate art. If someone drew what will the world look like in 2025 back in the 50s or 60s, it's this, which works in a superhero world where you just feel like you've seen it all before. There's no technology. It's really gonna blow your hair back. It has a coat of paint.
I like that both about Superman as well as what I've seen from the trailers in Fantastic Four, where they don't feel really like other comic book movies. So I appreciate that, Marvel as well as DC. Okay, I don't have a bias.
It felt fresh, new, exciting. It was cool. It worked. Also, the cast I thought was great. Pedro Pascal's fame will be studied one day. He is his own subgenre, complete with fatigue. Pedro Pascal fatigue, they call it. Superhero movie fatigue has that. Pedro has that.
Can I talk about Pedro Pascal for a second? Pedro Pascal is not like Chris Pratt, okay? I have never seen Pedro Pascal phone in a performance. Like, sure, he's in a lot of stuff, but he's always amazing in like all of his roles. He's always giving it his all, you know. There isn't an example of Pedro Pascal playing Mario and sounding bored sometimes, sounding like he's trying sometimes. Sometimes he sounds like a New Yorker, other times he just sounds like Chris Pratt. Like, that doesn't exist for Pedro Pascal. So I don't understand the Pedro Pascal fatigue. You're all wrong. And cringe. And gay.
He's one guy. It's kind of funny we're in this age of an actor's brand is able to keep on screen whether or not it looks like the character. Pedro Pascal's mustache is kind of his brand. Would he look more like Reed Richards if he shaved his mustache? Yes. Would he look more like Joel from The Last of Us if he could grow a beard? Yes. Was he a solid Reed Richards in this movie? Yes. The guy can act his ass off and he brings it. I don't know if he's a one-trick pony and it just works. Kind of like my wardrobe. A smart guy with the weight of the world on his shoulders.
He's not, though. Like, he's he's different in all of his roles. Like, fucking Oberyn from Game of Thrones is not like the Mandalorian, who, I guess the Mandalorian and Joel are kind of similar, but not really. And based on what I've seen from Reed Richards in this movie, it's also a completely separate performance. His performance in The Materialists is also completely different. Like, this idea that Pedro Pascal is in too many things, blah, 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 blah. Oh my gosh, I'm getting Pedro Pascal fatigue. Again, if it gets to the point where, like, Pedro Pascal is in, like, the Garfield movie, like Chris Pratt, then I'll start understanding. But I don't agree. I don't agree. You're all wrong. Pedro Pascal rules.
Also, his chemistry with Vanessa Kirby, I thought they were great as a couple. They worked well as a team, as a husband and wife duo, trying to figure a way out of this mess that is Galactus' demands. It was kind of funny.
Bro, I don't know if Vanessa Kirby has a husband, because I don't think Pedro Pascal has a wife, but if Vanessa Kirby has a husband, based on some of the stuff that I've seen in the promotional tours, bro, I don't know how actors do it. That's all I'm going to say.
Visual effects, I thought the visual effects in the movie were much better than what we saw in the trailer. One sequence in particular, I was like, this is actually...
Really? I thought the visual effects in the trailer, aside from the first one, I actually thought they looked pretty great. Because in the first one, I thought that I think it was that the thing's mouth wasn't like moving too much. But